Welcome to Rex Fitness,
where we talk about everything that's anything from working out to eating healthy to having a fun fit life. We're your hosts, Juan Portillo and Carlos Martinez.
And today I'm going to give a quick shout out to my boy Lalo, who first person to hashtag us Rex Fitness on Instagram. Showed us his Transformation Tuesday. Good job, man. Keep it up. Follow him at... Where are we following him?
Instagram Lalo_113. Go follow this guy. He's good.
Keep it up, man. Keep it up. Looking good. Almost looking better than me, but I'm going to keep up with you. So we're going to go right there. Boom, boom, boom. All right. So today's topic, we're going to get into it because we got a lot to cover in a short amount of time. It was brought up by a childhood friend from elementary. For privacy reasons, I'm going to keep your name out of it. But I'm glad that you're doing good. It was good hearing from you again. And she has a question about, well, she doesn't have so much of a question because she already did a good job. But it's a big topic that we're going to make a video about today, which is one of the biggest ones out there, literally the biggest in the industry, in the health industry, which is how to lose weight / fat. Now, this is our personal advice. There are some facts, there are some opinions, but this is Rex Fitness, and we can tell y'all what we think. And y'all can go ahead and take that information if y'all want, or if not, you know, go ahead and throw it out the window. But
either way, subscribe.
Yeah, go ahead and like, subscribe, and share. So we're gonna talk about a little bit of her story. She was 174 and dropped down to 131 in the course of 2 years. So that's roughly 43 pounds total that she lost, 21.5 pounds a year, and 1.8 pounds a month. Some numbers for you.
Which is average, and there are examples out there where if you are about, you know, 1,000 to, if you consume about 1,000 to 1,500 calories and you exercise 500 calories, your average weight loss will be about 2 pounds. Mind you that we don't know her diet plans, or her diet plan, or her exercise throughout these 2 years, so
we weren't really informed on that. I didn't get too much into that, but she still did a pretty good job. Now, her goal is to still lose a little bit more and drop down to 120 or 125, in between that region, which is pretty good. Now, you know, you're looking good, so, you know, I'm about to say your name, I'm sorry. And looking good, keep it up, you know, but like, you want to get to 120, 125. And I want to say that you're having a little bit of problem getting there because you already dropped so much, and getting to that 120, 125 is such a hard thing, especially because you're already maxed out in a lot of things. You already dropped down as much as you could on dieting, and you already increased your cardio and working out intensity. So at a certain point, you know, in working out, your body gets used to it. Sorry about the lighting. Technical difficulties. We'll fix this. And, you know, at a certain point, your body gets used to things. That's why it's so beautiful that you will get used to everything. But it's also a curse. It's a gift and a curse. You know, in the long run, you'll get used to the pain, you know, struggling to work out. But once you get to a certain level, you're going to peak, and that's it. It's going to be very hard to go up and beyond that. So that means whenever you're dieting and you reduce your intake of calories, which carbs, proteins, and fats, and you know, and you increase your exercise level.
Yeah.
You
and
know,
don't drink. Do not drink your your calories. Don't drink them. Make sure you eat them.
Yeah. The thing about that is that, you know, once you get to a certain extreme, that's it. That's all you can do. Quick example. Big example is the Freshman 15 on why when you lose weight, you lose it so fast. You know, let's say you're eating, do you see that? 5 carbs. Pick a card, alright? 5 carbs. This is how many times you eat a day, for example. And let's say this is what you're eating throughout a certain amount of time, but you don't work out. So this is what you, let's say you retain and you keep 4 meals inside your body. This is just a quick example. Now, if you were to work out while eating the same amount of meals, let's say you retain right here, you stay with 2 meals. In the long run, that means that you're burning, you know, your fats right here. These are your fats, pretty much your meals. So you only keep this much. So in the long run, you're losing all this weight, right? But at a certain point, you won't be able to do that anymore because your body's going to get used to it. So you're going to be here, but you're not going to be losing any more weight because it's very hard to take off this last meal because you're already not eating anything, as you can see. And you're already working out so much, so your energy levels are going to go down. At the same time, you know, your metabolism slows down, right? Yeah. You lose your muscle, and then that's what you need to avoid. The slow metabolism. Yeah, that's very bad whenever you want to lose weight.
Plus, if you're not sleeping well, you need to sleep well.
Yeah.
You need to get your 8 hours. So, that's one of the big things about losing weight. You gotta sleep. Sleep is sleeping is one of the most important things out there, and health benefits. Plus, who doesn't love sleeping, right?
Yeah.
And when you try to lose fat too, you gotta eat fat, and we don't mean go to McDonald's or go to some tasty Whataburger.
Which you can, and lose weight
But in this case, you need your healthy fats. You want some healthy fats: avocado, eggs, nuts, almonds. I mean, any healthy fat is good. It's like you're eating fat to kill fat. So
you need a certain amount of fats.
I mean, either ways, at the end of the day, you do need fats because your body needs to work off of that either ways.
Like I said, your body gets used to it, right? If you have no fats and you want to exercise and you're already like my friend here, for example, I don't know her exact routine, what she consumes, but let's say she's at 130 and she wants to get to 125. If she's already at 0 fats and she's already working out as much as she can, it's almost nearly impossible to drop down to 125. That's why you need your fats, because you need to maintain a certain amount of fats that you can burn, that are healthy and good for you, and that'll keep you, living well and with energy, pretty much.
Plus, you don't want to burn out the muscle.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one thing you don't want to do. You don't want to burn the muscle, unless you don't want any muscle, but you need your muscle. So why not look good while you're trying to lose weight, right?
Which in a way, strength training. Let them know a little bit about why strength training helps them out.
Well, I mean, strength training is good. You keep high intensity, and what was it? The more you work out, right?
The thing is that whenever you start losing weight, you lose muscle, it slows down your metabolism. If you strength train, you keep your intensity high. You're still losing calories, which is the equivalent of cardio. And I've actually done it myself, or experienced that strength training. I lost more weight than dieting and doing cardio.
That's how I lost weight when I gained.
And the reason why is because when you're doing strength training, you're working out your muscles. So you increase your muscles. You keep them toned. You're not gonna get jacked up. So don't be afraid about lifting weights, especially all those women out there that are afraid. Not trying to be a sexist, but I've heard this a lot from women that tell me, if I lift weights, I'm gonna get this
huge.
Dana Lynn Bailey right here. And the reason why you should do that is go ahead and lift some weights. Don't be afraid. If you're losing weight, you're not gonna grow big. I'm a perfect example of that. Right now, I'm getting stronger, but I'm not getting huge because I'm not eating a lot. Because I don't want to get big, and you're not gonna get big if you're trying to lose weight and get toned. Okay, and lifting weights increases your metabolism, keeps it going. Plus, it changes up your routine. Don't stick to the same thing. That gets you bored. You give up. One of the things is persistence, dedication, and patience. Because gotta stick with it.
Yeah,
you gotta have motivation. And for example, what was your motivation whenever you wanted to lose weight?
I gained weight in my freshman year in college. I gained those 15 freshmen. What was it? The 15 freshman 15.
Freshman 15. Yeah.
I gained the freshman. Not even 15. It was more than 15 pounds. But I
give or take a couple.
I didn't really feel good about myself. I did a lot of. I was really active during high school, so being skinny towards getting fat, I guess in a way, it did unmotivate me. I used to eat a lot. I way more. And prior to that, I took a lot of protein, which it wasn't. I guess that's what helped me get fat. But it's been 6 months now. I've been strength training with Carlos. We've done several things. We've done cardio. We've done
different workouts. Yeah, different workouts.
Sure. We want to get big. I want to get big, right? Carlos wants to get a little bit bigger, but I want to get big. But right now, I'm more concerned about losing weight. So, yes, I did lose 10, 20, 25 pounds over the course of 6 months. That's because I worked my ass off. I ate, and my diet was I ate less. I didn't change more of the diet. I did go out and eat every other day. Not every day, but maybe 1-2 times a day that I went out and got something out of the street and stuff like that. So my diet plan didn't change as much, but I did lose almost 25 pounds.
For the beginners, like I said, you don't have to worry about too much about changing your diet. Yeah, go ahead and avoid the fats. You can keep eating whatever you want. The reason why you can keep eating whatever you're eating at the moment is because your body's used to eating that much and not exercising, so you stay at the same weight.
Yeah.
But don't increase whatever you're eating. Don't do that. Keep what you're eating. Go ahead and test this out. Keep what you're eating for 3 weeks. Alright? You gotta be patient. Alright? Be patient. Test the results. Everybody's different. We all work different. Keep what you're eating and go ahead and start working out 3 times a week for only 30 minutes. Only 30 minutes. I mean, everybody has 30 minutes. And it doesn't have to be nothing intense.
And it does work. It does work.
See it. So a lot of it is, in the beginning though, it's water retention. That's why in the beginning you see a lot of drastic changes. And, a lot of people are like, oh yeah, it's happening. That's why I'm saying you gotta stay devoted and patient. Because once you get to where my friend's at, where she wants to get to that 120, 125, it gets very difficult because you're already at a point where you already got rid of most of the fat and water that you have in your body. So it gets very intense because you're left with very little to work with. So
don't give up.
And for the beginners, you don't really have to strictly watch what you eat. You could, you should. I would recommend it.
It works faster.
It's very I'm not gonna say that I strictly watch what I eat. I watch what I eat. I'm careful with it. Don't get me wrong that you can't go into McDonald's and go ahead and get some burgers and fries, because you know what, you can do that. Go ahead and sometimes change it up. It doesn't hurt to change your calories one day, your carbs and your fats one day, and pick them up.
I mean, we'll talk about that in a different video where certain foods don't affect towards it. It's just how much you eat of it. So
you have a full day of eating of how you can eat and still not gain weight.
Yeah, exceed your calories.
Another thing that I want to talk about is what was the other thing?
Fat burners.
There you go.
Fat burners.
The reason why I bring up fat burners is because a lot of people, they hear stories at the store. They see them on the news. You see them on, a lot of us like Channel 45. And they're like, oh, trata nueva de esta crema, para
Yeah, try this new cream or anything, right?
Look at these results. And I mean, I could sit here and be like, look, I was this big, and in 3 weeks. I got this skinny. People do that. They lie.
They do.
Do you need this? No. You don't need it.
You don't need it.
Does it work? It does. I think it does. I think it has a small effect on your body compared to what your diet does. But the reason why I would say don't take them, you don't need them, just work on your diet, and they're kind of expensive.
Yeah.
Now, the pros to this, the placebo effect. It does kind of hurt. It helps like a tiny bit. Nothing drastic where you're gonna lose 15 pounds in like.
I mean, plus who wouldn't want, right? Hey, take this pill, you lose weight in 3 weeks.
It looks cool too. It looks cool. It's like silver and whatnot. But at the same time, it helps you. If that's what you need, a pill that like in your mind is telling you, hey, I'm taking this pill, I'm gonna lose weight. And if you in your mind, I mean that helps me. In my mind, I'm out of it right now, amino acids. And that's supposed to keep you, like pretty, not as tired. So in my mind, that helps me. And if this does for you what it does for me, that it's like, all right, if I'm taking this, I'm keeping a diet, I'm gonna lose weight, then go ahead and take it, because you know what, a placebo doesn't do wrong either. Only thing is, if you can afford them, why not?
Yeah, I mean,
you don't need them though.
You don't need them, but they are good. Some people do take them. Some people take Garcinia Cambodia, which is another fat burner. I mean, go to your local vitamin shop. They'll be able to tell you what these are more in depth, but
I would recommend this is the one product that I would recommend the most talking to your doctor about first, because people react differently to these. We all have different bodies, so I just want to get into that real quick about fat burners. To end this real quick, to my friend, thank you for giving me the comment. What I would recommend for you and for the advanced people who are trying to lose weight, go ahead and buy a food scale. That's my best advice I can do. Get a food scale. Weigh out your food. See how much you're eating. Write it down. Use MyFitnessPal. We'll talk about MyFitnessPal later, and it'll keep track of how much you're eating. Keep track of what you're eating, how much you're eating, and record how much you're working out. Now, I know you want to get to that 120, 125. Then go ahead, keep what you're eating, just disperse it more throughout the day, so your metabolism keeps going.
Make sure you're not losing any muscle either. Yeah, you don't want that.
And weigh the food. Keep track of everything. Once you want to get to that, get very strict about it, then go ahead. That's by all means. Do people need to watch out the scale? I mean, I honestly believe that the scale is just a number. Because you know what? Nobody out there in the real world is going to care how much you weigh. If you look thin, you're thin. Nobody cares if you're 130 or 180. I mean, for God's sake, this guy's only 20 pounds heavier than me, and our differences aren't that much, Okay, I'm exaggerating, but you know what I mean in the long run.
So, I mean, another thing is, if you actually want an accurate weight on how much you have body fat percentage, do yourself a BMI test. That'll be able to tell you how much body fat you have in your body, and that's what you need to strive for instead of trying to lose all this weight So lose your body fat percentage. Do not lose your muscle because you don't want to lose muscle.
Stay patient, all right? You know, this is going to be harder for you losing those 5 pounds, but, you know, stick with us. I'll help you out. Message me. You know, anybody else that has any questions, go ahead. So let's go ahead and wrap this up.
Dedicate yourself, and remember, follow us on Instagram, RexFitness1. Tag us on hashtag us with Rex Fitness.
Yeah.
Do not put the 1 at the end. Please do not put the 1 at the end. And go follow us on Facebook. Go like our page on Facebook too at Rex Fitness.
Subscribe. That would be really awesome. And like this
video.
Yeah, go ahead and share it too. Tell your friends, tell everybody, tell your mom, tell your grandma. Take it to Mexico. Everybody has my Facebook in Mexico now.
Do something.
All your families. Anyways, that's it.
We're out of here.
Boom. Amber alert, you guys. Houston, Texas, license DCN 8277 2009, gray or silver Acadia. So y'all be on the lookout. Trying to save our freaking subscribers from getting kidnapped.
I wonder how that would look.
Quick selfie before the video. Alright.